Welcome to Kusum.net. This is ASP.NET MVC tutorial and you are watching part 84 Compare Attribute in ASP.NET MVC. Before watching this video, please watch my part 80, 81, 82, 18 and 83. In part 83, I was explained about regular expression attribute in MVC. So before continue this session, you watch my previous parts. So compare attribute is used to compare two properties of a model. Comparing email addresses and passwords is the common use of case of compare attribute. To ensure that the user has typed the correct email, let's include confirm email field on the edit view. Most of the validation attribute like range, regular expression, string length, etc. are present in system.componentModel.data annotations namespace. But this compare attribute is present in system.web.mvc namespace. Okay, so let's use compare attribute, and for that we will add system.web.mvc namespace, right? So let's flip to the Visual Studio and we will add here the namespace using system.web.mvc, right? Okay, and to compare this email id we have to use confirm email id, and if I use that confirm email id in this site user metadata, it will give us error at runtime. Okay, so we will add here in the partial class. Let's check out if I add here what happened. Okay, so let's begin public uh, string confirm email. Okay, this field or property, it doesn't inside of the table. Okay, this is not the part of the table and I have added this here. So at compile time it doesn't display the error, but when I run the program it will give us error at runtime. Okay, let's check it. Run the program, call site user. You can see here the error is generated, and inside of the view detail you can see the associated metadata type for type web application 4.model site members match the names of the properties cannot match. Confirm email is not the part of the table property. Okay, so we cannot use this here. So in place of that we will use at inside of the partial class property. Okay, you can see here this error displayed. Okay, if I add that property confirm email which is not present in the table, let's check. First I will remove from here, control X, cut from here, paste it here. Okay, and we will add the compare attribute here. Okay, compare to where compare to compare with this email id. Okay, so let's copy it and paste it here. So compare with this email id. Okay, now that error will not be generated because it is outside of this metadata class. Okay, inside of the person, and you can see here this entity framework table have only the property of the table data. Okay, you can see here role id, role name, like that. Okay, all the properties of only the tables. So we will use this confirm email property inside of this partial class. So let's save it, and now this confirm email property we will add here to compare with the email ID at edit time. So let's put it here. The object of the table is site user. So site user dot confirm email equal to site user dot email ID, right? So it will compare with this, and if it is okay, then it will edit the value. Okay. So now, and inside of this edit view, we will add confirm email after email property. This email property. So let's copy this and paste it here, and let's change it with email confirm email confirm email, right? Okay, let's now run the program and check what gonna happen. So this generates one error. View detail sequence contains no elements. So what the problem is here? Okay, we will add this property here. Let's stop the debugging, cut it from here, and we will add it here. Okay, at the time of edit post function. So site user dot confirm email equal to site user dot email ID here. Okay, in the post method. Let's run it. Right. Now we will edit this row. Okay, now I have not added any email address here, and I am going to click on save button. So it is asking confirm email and email ID do not match. मतलब email ID and confirm email is not match. I have, so I will copy this and paste it here. Okay, now I save it, it saves. Okay, if I put another email ID in place of this, okay, suppose this one Professor Malik and this, so both are not similar, so that time it will give us error. But if similar, then it will save or update the data, right? What happened? Continue this again. This happens because we have not refreshed the page, and in that same session we have continuous. Okay, so let's remove this and call it again, and let's put a different email ID in both text boxes and check. whether it compares or not. I am putting now this different one and put here 3 0. Okay, so these both are different. When I click on save, it will give us error. If it is similar, then it will save the data, right? So this type, you can add this compare attribute to the email address and password to match whether it is correct or not. Okay, so this is the end of my video session. If you like this video, please subscribe it, share it and like it. Thank you. Have a great day.